Good morning, my friend. I just wanted to share a prayer with you. And today is St. Patrick's Day, the day that I'm recording this, and I have green all around me and wearing green today. And I remember growing up in school and seeing what kids remembered it was St. Patrick's Day and seeing who wore green. But it's so much more. St. Patrick's Day is so much more than that, isn't it? Recently, I've been researching a little bit more and studying a little more on who Patrick really was. And there's just amazing, he was just an amazing man, amazing person. So I won't get into his story today at this moment. However, I would like to pray a prayer that is called the St. Patrick's Breastplate Prayer. And in another video, share a little bit more about St. Patrick. But I wanted to read this prayer as a means that you too could join with me and pray this prayer. For me in the past, parts of it have really meant so much to me, but I haven't really focused on the whole thing. Well, today I'll read the whole prayer, and would you join with me and focus on praying to God and think about the things that St. Patrick had included in this prayer. I arise today through a mighty strength, the invocation of the Trinity, through belief in the threeness, through confession of the oneness of the Creator of creation. I arise today through the strength of Christ's birth with his baptism, through the strength of his crucifixion with his burial, through the strength of his resurrection with his ascension, through the strength of his descent for the judgment of doom. I arise today through the strength of heaven, the light of the sun, the radiance of the moon, the splendor of fire, the speed of lightning, the swiftness of wind, the depth of the sea, the stability of the earth, the firmness of rock. I arise today through God's strength to pilot me, God's might to uphold me, God's wisdom to guide me, God's eye to look before me, God's ear to hear me, God's word to speak for me, God's hand to guard me, God's shield to protect me, God's host to save me, from snares of devils, from temptation of vices, from everyone who shall wish me ill, afar and near. I summon today all these powers between me and those evils, against every cruel and merciless power that may oppose my body and soul, against every knowledge that corrupts one's body and soul. Christ to shield me today against poison, against burning, against drowning, against wounding, so that there may come to me an abundance of reward. Christ with me, Christ before me, Christ behind me, Christ in me, Christ beneath me, Christ above me, Christ on my right, Christ on my left, Christ when I lie down, Christ when I sit down, Christ when I arise, Christ in the heart of everyone who thinks of me, Christ in the mouth of everyone who speaks of me, Christ in every eye that sees me, Christ in every ear that hears me. I arise today through a mighty strength, the invocation of the Trinity, through belief in the threeness, through confession of the oneness of the Creator of creation. I pray that bless you today and that you can enter into the presence of God through prayer and declaring the truths of who he is and what he has done for you. Be blessed.